Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a little bit of kind of bad news over here. As you guys can maybe go and tell by the title and thumbnail and all that stuff, your boy actually got yelled at kind of officially through YouTube from Sony themselves. My bad. We have a little bit of an interesting story to go tell you guys. In regards, this was also in regards to some leaks. We're actually made a video kind of showcasing up some pretty big PlayStation 5 game leaks going on. And also, I guess in theory, if it was actually officially taken down, that actually might have a chance to mean that, well, those leaks actually might have been true. So I'm going to give you guys the details, talk about what happened. I'll be honest to God, it probably was my L on that one. It's also, I'm kind of taking it with a grain of salt. It's actually kind of funny. This is actually my first time I've ever actually got even yelled at or with a slap on the wrist from YouTube. As you guys know, I've kind of get more into the YouTube grind whenever it came to the restocks, and I've done a little bit of gaming news mixed on in. So we have some kind of funny stuff and kind of sad stuff to go and talk about. So if any of you guys are brand new, before we fully dive in the video, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go and get free stock and free money. And same thing too as well with Coinbase if you guys want to get that free crypto. Leave a like, and if you guys want to go make fun of me in the YouTube comments down below, rightfully so. I'm going to own up to this one. I'm going to own up to this basically copyright takedown video clause that happened for me. I'm going to own up to it. I'll be a man. I think we probably maybe leaked just a little bit too much. So I'll make a mental note in the future. I'm a little bit more on the newer YouTube side. I've been doing it technically for like a year now, but I've never really had a chance to like kind of stay out of my lane, like kind of move into different lanes. So it's kind of on my bad for showing some kind of bad stuff. So in case you guys are curious on what I'm talking about, why I'm kind of being like alluding on the fact that I got yelled at, your boy kind of did by Sony. So we actually had one of our videos we uploaded a little bit ago. And this was as of yesterday, where I had a YouTube takedown email, so it's also my channel dashboard, basically saying, "Hi, Scrubbing, aka me, due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, we had to take down your video from YouTube." And this actually is kind of almost, I don't want to say it's like a good thing per se. It's kind of good because I think the leaks that we saw were actually legitimate, and we showcased up in the channel because, well, if it was taken down from a copyright law, I'm sure there is some legitimacy towards it. So basically my video title, and if you guys ever seen my video titles, never mind me, I've always kind of made kind of the meme of just making all caps kind of clickbaity titles just to roll with it itself, where we had the title stating massive PS5, PS4 games now leaked, crazy video PlayStation 5 controller mods, and Horizon Forbidden West. So there's two major things to know. This takedown issue was by Muso TNT Ltd. And now if you guys actually want to go and figure out what this was, you basically go to this muso.com, and as you guys can probably go and tell, our clients trusted by the world's leading media and entertainment companies. And if you guys want to go look at some of these big boys, you could probably tell exactly literally right here, Sony Interactive Entertainment right here. There's also apparently also Bandai too, and a few other little various things you kind of see, probably things like, you know, like AMC, Disney, etc., etc. But I do want to say probably the big one we should go and stare at is the Sony Interactive Entertainment. So first and foremost, my bad. My bad. As you guys can see, even from my channel dashboard itself too as well, we do have our channel violations, active copyright strikes, 1 of 3, my first ever really big copyright strike over there. And you guys can even see the important notice that happened too as well. So we basically had the video removed from YouTube too on top of that. So it was kind of funny for YouTube. They basically went and made me go take like a little creator school that was like, hey, I will not go upload more copyright stuff that I don't own. I have to make sure that music could also be DMCA'd and copyright taken down. And as well, I also realized that this is bad. Like, it was literally like basically a question. It was like 4 questions. And they're like, hey, you have to make sure you do this so you can, you know, so you don't get too bad at, don't get yelled at too bad. So basically, boys, we got taken down by Sony, which is actually kind of surprising to me because, as you guys know, we've kind of covered a lot of like restock news, and I'm not saying that makes me anything special. I'm not special at all. Don't get worried. I'm owning up to this. We kind of showed stuff we shouldn't, and in case you guys are curious, what I think I showed was early Horizon, kind of just screenshots for the game itself, like the early PS4 and PS5 versions. So I'll show you guys a little bit more in a second, and kind of talk about that a little bit more in a second too as well. So I'm just going to own up to it. It was 100% my fault. I think I got a little bit, just a little bit ballsy, I think, when it comes to what I was showing and why I was showing it. And we also showed, I think, a few other various games. But I really wasn't sure, like, if it was okay to show, if it was bad to go and show. So at this point, I think it's just kind of good to know that it's not good. It's not good. But at the same time, too, that also kind of probably puts a little bit of legitimacy in terms of the leaks. Because why else would they be going and leaking or why would they ever be taking down your content when all the leaks in the gameplay actually showed you guys? Because if it wasn't legitimate, they probably wouldn't care, because it doesn't even matter. It's not even like not even their content at that point. So it does kind of seem like I was manually strike down or through their system, and it does kind of seem like it was through Sony themselves. So my first and foremost apologies to Sony. They will probably never see this video, or any Sony workers will probably also never go and see this video. But just for the sake of all of you guys, I do think it's kind of hilarious, but as well, kind of not good. Like I said, I've done a lot of PS5 restock stuff where I've seen things where I'm like, oh, look at this leak, or look at this channel leak, or look at like Target leak or whatever. And surprisingly, nothing ever really happened for that. Like sometimes I'd be making a video and I'm like, here's like the internal systems of Amazon itself, a multi-billion-dollar company, or like, oh my God, here's like some leaks from Target employees. And I was always in the back of my head, always thinking like, well, realistically, shouldn't like someone at Target or someone at Walmart or someone like, live chats or something like that maybe go and copyright strike this? Like, isn't this like maybe somewhat sensitive company material to maybe go and showcase? So, I mean, believe it or not, we've never had any issues with this. This is my very first ever copyright strike. And also, it doesn't really change anything too much with the channel itself, because it's just like, I think it's just like a 3-month, and then basically like you're good. So it expires after a little bit, it's no big deal. It's also my very first one. I don't think it changes anything. I don't think it moves anything. And once again, I think it was kind of rightfully so that I got it in the first place, because I was showing up like early Horizon footage. Like, I mean, it wasn't my footage. It was just someone else's. It's my bad. Just one of those things you got to own up to. That was my bad. But the intriguing thing is, we've seen actually a lot of articles kind of talk about this ever since then. Like, we've actually kind of seen this a lot in the news all throughout the past like 24 hours or so, where we're seeing stuff like this article over here, where it's like, Horizon Forbidden West PS4 images have been leaked online, and basically just people going and highlighting up the Reddit. But as you guys can probably go and see, these people are on the smart way, where they're just basically going and be like, hey, we saw early leaks. Here's how you guys go and find them. I'm not hosting them. I'm not putting on my website. I'm not putting up on Eurogamer or IGN. I'm just letting you guys know, if you wanted to specifically click on a link, you can go and find it. So that was kind of, I think, my bad, because, well, I just showed it. So that's kind of my bad. But the intriguing thing is that it kind of actually seems like it'll be true then, because if we're seeing other news articles showing it up, the fact that the literal Sony themselves, it might have been Sony, also might have been just like more of like a small subsidiary of it, basically went and copyright striked it. It did kind of seem like all that early gameplay is legitimate and it was real. So if you guys had a chance to go and see that, or if you guys want to do a really quick, easy Google search, you can probably find the early gameplay. It was for the Horizon Forbidden West PS4 gameplay, and it looked phenomenal. I mean, I wasn't saying anything bad, don't worry. I was like, this is awesome. This is looking sick. Like, I'm excited to go play the game, which I totally am. But I do think that kind of adds a little bit to the legitimacy of the leaks, mainly because, well, if it obviously got me copyright striked, it probably means it actually probably was like a legitimate thing. So it's kind of cool to see. But we also did get a little bit more, also, once again, ballsy, because we're also showing more like basically just like Armored Core gameplay, some of the early betas for that too as well. So I mean, like, I think we kind of tested the water twice in one video. So once again, that one was a little bit on my bad. But when it comes to showing gameplay, I know a lot of you guys out there want to see early gameplay, and you guys want to know if the game's gonna be good, see early reviews, especially if the games are like $70. I want to be able to go and show you guys everything we can, which is why sometimes I want to do more reviews in the future and kind of give you guys good rundowns, because sometimes there is a good game and we all want to play it. But the one big struggle is that we just don't know if it's good until it actually fully comes on out, or whenever the embargoes are all released. So this is kind of my very first big slap on the wrist when it comes to YouTube. I've done a lot of stuff on Twitch. I'm sure you guys know about Twitch and Twitter and stuff. So like, I've been around social media for a while, but I think I kind of maybe pushed the ball just a little bit too much inside of their court, and kind of gave them kind of an easy way to go take me down. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal. It's not in regards to restocks as well, so we can keep on covering that up on the channel. It's also like, it's like a one time thing where it's for 3 months. By the time you guys even forget about this, it'll probably already be gone in the first place, say with myself included. And I can still upload videos. There's no issues with anything else. I think I can still live stream too. And even if I can, it'll come back in a little bit in the near future. But like I said, my bad. Big apologies to Sony. I didn't mean to go and show up all your stuff early. At least you guys know, for all the YouTube audience, at least you guys know I love you guys and I appreciate it. I'll put my channel on the line, whatever. I'll get you guys. But definitely not the best thing to go and happen and wake up to. So we'll have more videos, we'll have more news all throughout the rest of today. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and that free money. Same with that Coinbase too. Hang out on Twitch, hang out on Twitter if you guys want to. And I'll see you guys for a bunch more videos that will hopefully not get taken down by Sony later on throughout today. Love you guys.